Namaskar, friends. This is NJ, your host on this channel. So, guys, after having our discussion on Rahu's upcoming transit in the Aquarius sign in the month of May, now in this video, we will have our discussion on Ketu's transit in the Leo and its impact in your life. So, guys, before we will start our discussion, we will first invoke and pray to Lord Ganesha, who presides over all the knowledge of mystic sciences known to humankind. सो ओम एक दंताय विद्महे वक्रतुंडाय धीमहि तन्नो दंती प्रचोदयात्. We will also invoke and pray to Ketu Devata. Om Ashwadhajay Vidmahe Shulhastai Dhimahi Tanno Ketu Prachodayat. And obviously, guys, like when we talk about Ketu, which is a very spiritual energy, and if I have to pick any spiritual quote, what could be better than finding a quote from or getting a quote of Osho? So yes, don't try to become. Okay, guys, now I will just walk you through this presentation. So the first part is going to be about the general signification of Ketu in Vedic astrology. In the second part, the general results, how you could connect Ketu with the Leo zodiac sign. And then at the end, we will try to look at the impact of this transit customized to your rising sign. Now, guys, whenever it comes down to Rahu and Ketu, I always give attention that more than the ascendant, I would say that the studying the same transit from your moon sign is also important. So my recommendation is that it would be much more better if you will watch the customized section both from the ascendant point of view and the moon point of view as well. So, okay, guys, the very first thing is that when we talk about when we talk about Ketu in Vedic astrology, so Ketu is a mystical planet which holds this key to give us liberation. So, unlike the visible planets, Ketu is a Chaya Graha, it's a shadow planet created at the intersection of the moon's orbit and the ecliptic plane. In mythology, Ketu is the severed body of the demon Swarabhanu, who was decapitated by Lord Vishnu during the churning of the ocean, Samudra Manthan. Thus, Ketu embodies a body without a head, symbolizing existence without ego. Where Rahu is the head, which represents the desire driven, forward pushing nature, at the same time, Ketu is the tail, the silent witness to all worldly dramas, seeking only inner freedom. So, guys, in the modern day context, Rahu can be seen as a mastermind, is the planner, is the conspirator, and Ketu is the a blind follower. Now, the key attributes of Ketu. So, element is like a lot of the like scholars connect it with the fire, Agni Tattva. Its nature is malefic, but at the same time, just because it can grant us liberation, so it can be benefic as well for the spiritual growth. Its caste is like both Rahu and Ketu are like seen as the outcast or mlech out of the social society system. Guna is tamasic, dark, inert energy, significator of moksha, liberation, detachment, past life karmas, mysticism, occult, sudden events. So, guys, I always say this thing that in the modern day and age, um, a field like astrology, which is heavily dependent on the calculation. So you can connect like Mercury with it, like having that faith, Jupiter with it. You can connect Saturn with it. But unless and until Ketu energy is not supporting you, you cannot progress in any of the field of the prophecy, fortune telling, spirituality, or the occult. So all the calculation part of Mercury, Rahu, or like Saturn research might be in the future will be replaced by the AI. But again, why even after having all the tools, why people still visit a psychic? Why the world still needs awakened astrologers and the guide? Because of the element of Ketu, which cannot be substituted by the AI energy and all. So, guys, the color connected with Ketu is of the smoky gray. Its temperament is like the impact of Ketu can make someone reclusive, introverted, highly intuitive for sure. Gender is like genderless or neutral. Symbolism is body without a head. Since it was decapitated during the Samudra Manthan, represents detachment from material illusions, non attachment to worldly desires, and liberation of the soul. Now, guys, the next is okay. Let me see. Yeah, okay. Yes. So Ketu's core spiritual lessons. So Ketu act as a cosmic force of detachment, surrender, and moksha, spiritual liberation. Its influence encourages the soul to release the attachment to ego, status, relationship, and material ambition. And I guess, guys, that is the only reason that I would not say that it will make someone completely let go things. It's just like that your expectation and any of the ulterior intent motive stop driving you. So when like Ketu is operating in your life, when Ketu gets activated in your life, only those relationship sustain or retain where there is like soul level kind of connection. um Ketu also like as a spiritual lesson, so it recognized the impermanence of the worldly gains, reawaken past life spiritual wisdom, and complete karmic debts. And guys, I guess that is the only reason I always say this thing, that for the artist, for the creative people in any of the field, see, Rahu works on a very external level, that Rahu can be a good marketer because of the social media advent and all. So your work will reach the masses, but it's the Ketu which connects you with someone on a soul level. Like out of the many of the options available in the market, we still get drifted and attracted towards something for which a lot many times we do not even have a rational explanation. That is the energy of the force of the Ketu. So what distinguishes a genius artist or a blessed artist from someone who is still utilizing the energy of the Mercury, Venus, and other elements in his craft is the power of the Ketu. So, Ketu is very important. It's like an invisible force which somehow governs our subconscious behavior. So I was talking about that like the Ketu spiritual lesson could be embrace intuition, mysticism, and esoteric knowledge. It can cause sudden losses only to bestow invisible blessings. It denies material fulfillment but grants spiritual grace beyond imagination. Like the way, guys, I have been saying this thing. There is an aspect of the blessing or the kripa like which plays a very significant role, like the way we say that Jupiter blessing or an awakened ninth house is something which can be initiated, which can be invoked with your consistent efforts. But the blessing of the Ketu is something which is being passed down from many generation. It's just like that the reputation and the repute of the family, or the merits of your soul which gets passed on from generation to generation is Ketu. So okay, it's not an exaggeration to say this thing, that the merits earned from the Jupiter might be even left after when you will leave this body, after this life. But Ketu will stick with you. So Ketu's merits, blessing, grace, or kripa will still stick with you. So rather than giving outward success, Ketu tests the soul by stripping away illusions, compelling it to seek the eternal rather than the temporary. Now, Ketu spiritual domain. So, Ketu governs meditation, sadhana, spiritual practice, yoga, and tantra. So, oh my God, like I've seen so many of the charts of people. Like, I'm sure, like, if you have your private yoga studio, if you are professionally operating in a field which connects yoga, any of the soul level work, so it's the blessing of the Ketu which is working through you. Like, I've seen so many charts, like, even in India, you do not even have to be professionally trained like physician or doctor, like some of those local healers, shamans, medicine men, they all are like number 7 energy, Ketu energy, Ashwini energy, all of that is Ketu. So mystical experiences, cleverance, and psychic abilities. Again, guys, when we talk about the cleverance, so it's just like that, someone who has a awakened Ketu. So for those people, they do not even need that calculation part of the astrology. They just know this thing that their sixth sense is awakened. And I guess that is the only reason, like, if you are like pursuing astrology sincerely, like with sincerity, you might be doing it professionally and all, so you might be doing very good. But the age of the maturity of the Ketu is 48, and the way your knowledge flourishes, prosper, once you hit that sweet age of 48, that is incomparable. So yes, cleverance purely is connected with Ketu. Now, detachment from social norms and expectation, unconventional paths to truth, often outside established religion. So, again, guys, there is a difference. Like, for example, in a family of the doctors, a guy who chose to become an actor, in a family of the businessman, a person who chose to become like a bureaucrat, that is the Rahu energy. So, see, both Rahu and Ketu are gonna take you away from the regular norms. So, Rahu will act like that. Ketu is different. Ketu is like you come from a family where everyone is married, worried about paying bills, have kids, start a family, and suddenly there is someone who's born who want to follow celibacy. Suddenly, someone is born who want to renunciate and take the path of the eternal truth. So that is Ketu. So both Rahu and Ketu are different from the league. The only concern is that Rahu will drift towards the external accomplishment and Ketu will drift towards the inner accomplishment and all. And again, guys, Ketu cannot be understood with logic. Ketu cannot be understood with logic, divinity, God, truth. It needs to be felt. It cannot be known with logic and reason. So yes, pilgrimages to sacred sites, retreats into solitude, monastic lives are all the domain of the Ketu. Its placement in the horoscope reveals which area of the life demands surrender and where spiritual harvest awaits. So again, guys, like the way the general rule of prediction, analysis, and to observe the transit is majority of the times people are going through problems where Saturn and Ketu are transiting. Like even in my case, like Ketu is now about to leave my sixth house. I have been out of job for like 1.5 years. I have always maintained like the astrology work with a regular job as well. Now I'm wondering that okay, did I actually utilize that 1.5 year when Ketu was in my sixth house? Okay, Ketu actually did not let me do a job. My bills and everything was still well taken care of, but I could have done so much in terms of the sadhana, meditation. Apart from the regular prayers and all, there could have been much more which I could have done. And now I'm realizing that when Ketu gave me that opportunity, window of opportunity, that I'm cutting you off from the regular paying bills, worries, and 9 to 5 job environment and all. Let's see how much you can gain. So again, even those things which Ketu cuts off from your life, there is a lot which can be gained in that specific area as well. So let's say, for example, if your matter of concern is about your career transformation, Ketu in the 10th house, your major concern is detachment from the partner, Ketu in the 7th house. But there might be something deep which Ketu is driving you, pushing you towards. So now, guys, signs of the strong Ketu influence in a person. So natural disinterest in materialism, even from a very young age. Past life skills in occult, astrology, healing, or metaphysics. So, guys, the explanation for the point number one is that natural disinterest in materialism, even from a young age. So, see, guys, you have to understand the pulse of the planets. The more you will renunciate and sacrifice the attributes of the house where Ketu is sitting, the more those things will chase you. So again, you have to understand the innate nature of the planets and the way the nature or the Prakriti works. Ketu simply works. People have this misconception that okay, if I will be like the house where Ketu is placed, it means I will be denied of those things. No, it's not about the denial. It has got more to do with nature or Prakriti will take care of you. You leave things in the hand of the universe. Again, guys, I have given that example so many times. Like there have been those incidents, like in certain third world countries, where like just because there is that shame, if you teenage level pregnancy, or like out of the bonds of the marriage you get pregnant and all, and then they leave the newborn like someplace, and still the destiny of that child takes care of the life of that newborn child. Like in certain cases there have been those instances where like the child was discovered by a millionaire, and he took care of the upbringing of that child. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You leave in the hands of the prakriti. So don't be in this mindset that where Ketu is placed, you will not get that. You will get that. It's more, much more of your advantage that now you do not have to worry about it, because prakriti will take care of that. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, beyond any doubt, guys, the real astrology works in the past, in the times now, and even in the future when AI will be doing everything because of the Ketu. So unless and until Ketu is not strong, nature or Prakriti will not talk about you. People get misunderstood. It's like, moving the chart here, there, here, there. It's not astrology. Astrology purely works on the omens, Shakun Shastra, and that comes to you if your Ketu is strong. It's not like that the calculation will give you answer, but even without opening the chart, omen can give you the answer. And the omen can only be intercepted by someone who has got a strong Ketu. So, yes, if you are thinking about even professionally entering into this beautiful field of divinity, guidance, and all, check your Ketu. Ketu is very important. So, and the thing is, in certain cases, it has been found that, like if you have strong Ketu and all, so the exceptional talents or gifted skills are coming to you from the past life as well. Strong intuition and dream level communication, periods of voluntary or forced isolation leading to inner breakthrough, a life pattern filled with unexpected shift that push one toward a higher destiny. Now, guys, Ketu in Leo. Okay, now the second part of our today's discussion, Vedic astrology overview. So, Ketu in Leo, sorry, Ketu in Leo brings a complex interaction between the ego-driven, royal expressive sign of Leo and the ego-denying, detached, mystical nature of Ketu. This is a karmic placement that often challenges the soul's identity, leadership roles, and relationship with personal recognition. So again, guys, all of that which is going to be happening over here, it might be happening in order to connect you or connect your soul with higher fulfillment. Rather than settling down with less, it might give you something which is much more precious. Now, guys, when we talk about the nature of Leo and Ketu, so Leo, the Simha Rashi, is ruled by the sun, symbolizing authority, creativity, self expression, leadership, and pride. Now, on the other hand, Ketu represents detachment, past life karmas, spiritual liberation, non materialistic approach, and loss of identity. Conflict. Now, where the conflict comes, Sun wants to shine and express individuality, but Ketu seeks ego death and anonymity. This leads to an inner tug of war. So, guys, with this excess of Rahu and Ketu, if I were to say, the Rahu energy in Aquarius is at home, but Ketu energy in Leo is creating lot of the confusion, turmoil, and the inner churning. So again, everything comes down to or boils down to which side of the nodal axis you are strongly ruled by. So guys, I'm sure you know how to check that or judge that. So your ascendant and your moon nakshatra or your moon sign, which has got more impact, of either it has got more impact influence of Rahu or Ketu, so that will give you this answer. So if in this transit you are strongly associated or ruled by Rahu, this could be a time of like growth, and Rahu will work and grant you things in the purest of the way. And if you associate more with the Ketu side, so this could be the time of breaking of the boundaries, churning, questioning, confusion. This could happen. Now, guys, the general effects of the Ketu in Leo. So, the native often feels uncomfortable with leadership, self promotion, or being the center of attention. So, as much as Rahu loves to be the center of attention, with the Ketu and the Leo energy, it's like, it's like it works on an extreme way. Either you find yourself entitled or you find yourself being uncomfortable or cautious. There is a past life residue of fame, recognition, or royal stature, but in this life, the soul is moving away from needing external validation. Lack of clarity in personal identity, the person may question their talents, purpose, or leadership ability. Natural creative talent exists, but they may be hidden, underutilized, or used for a higher, non egoistic purpose. Spiritual leadership is favored over materialistic or ego driven leadership. Now, guys, the positive manifestation. So, this could make someone selfless leader, like those who lead for the collective good without seeking personal glory. Creative mystics, artists, writers, performers who create anonymously or without ego involvement. Oh my god, even in this day and age, please, guys, write in the comment section. Has anyone seen the picture of Banksy, that graffiti artist? He's still anonymous. So Banksy, that was the name which came to me. But again, guys, the part about the fame which comes from Ketu is that these are those people who command a very loyal fan base. And their fans, again, guys, see, you have to understand, for Ketu, you do not have to market or promote things. For Rahu, you need that. Again, everything boils down to which side of the axis strongly rules you. If you're more of a Rahu person, yes, you need to do the marketing. With Ketu, your tribe will automatically find you. Your people, your client, your audience will automatically reach you. It's you might find it very weird. This advice coming in the age of sponsored post, promotion, and all. But if you are strongly being ruled by Ketu and all, you don't have to waste your money on the promotion and marketing and all, because your tribe, your audience, we all are connected with that thread of the collective unconsciousness. This is what Ketu represents. Everything comes down to how strongly Ketu energy is working through you, because people who are supposed to be your patrons, your customers, your clients, your fans, they will automatically find you. Natural wisdom, a deep intuitive understanding of leadership, human behavior, and karmic patterns, detachment from the fame. So, again, guys, it works on extreme level. So, either you are undisturbed by it, unperturbed by it, because you know you're entitled, this is what you deserve, it was supposed to happen, or it makes you uncomfortable. So, ability to work from behind the scenes and still influence many. Now, negative manifestation. So, fear of recognition, avoiding opportunities for growth due to fear of attention or rejection, identity confusion, struggling with who am I. Now, again, guys, this is very deep. Who am I? If Ketu energy working in a right way, you will end up discovering something which is going to be priceless. It will stay with you, with your soul level enrichment. But if it's about, like, generally I've seen when it's working on a lower octane. So people who like start getting confused about their sexuality, or they get taken advantage of because their confusion is like, I always say Rahu is the planner and Ketu is the victim. So just because you do not have a head, you're confused. And if Ketu energy is working on a lower octane, so you will be radicalized by the conspirator or by the wrong people. So yes, struggling with who am I, especially when it comes to talents, achievements, and public image. Arrogance without grounding. Sometimes an unconscious spiritual arrogance can develop. I am beyond fame. Yeah, guys, see, that is a thing which you will find in the many cult leaders who have this very bloated ego and all. So yes, that could be the case, and which at the end eventually might cause isolation as well. Issues with the father figures. So yeah, Ketu Liu, Ketu in Leo. So yeah, issues with the father figures, tensions, karmic debts, or emotional disconnections are often seen. Now, guys, traits needed for Ketu connected profession. So it becomes very important for you to know. So strong intuition and inner detachment. Again, guys, this becomes very important. So see, again, I'm not complaining, but I see lot many of my like astrology friends and all, they get very much attached with their clients and with their clients' plight and situation. Again, guys, if you are a therapist, if you are a coach, that is a different case. The more you get attached, your predictions start getting affected because of that. An astrologer's job is to give unbiased kind of prediction for the well-being or betterment of your client. So means detachment to an extent is necessary for invoking and best utilizing the energy of the Ketu. So strong intuition and inner detachment. Any field, any profession which requires that, which needs that, you can be good with it. See, again, guys, I still remember, and there is one very amazing YouTube channel which I follow, Wired. So in the Wired, in one of the guests who comes and they like experts of their field, and they answer Twitter and the customer clients most frequently asked question. They answer those question and all. So this was a CIA or FBI head. This lady, she said this thing that all of our operators and the officers and all, if after doing the whole planning and when you are headed towards that mission, and if something feels wrong to you, you can abort the mission. No question will be asked. So intuition plays very important role. Like imagine after all of that intel, even after that, if deep inside your intuition is giving you that hint that something is wrong or I shall not proceed, so no question, the department will not ask you any question. So I mean to say, any of those profession which need strong intuition, inner detachment, you can be good with. You can you can be there. Comfort with solitude and unconventional path. Like guys, see, even I love nature, but you put me in like wildlife and discovery channel, National Geographic photographer. Like for one shot, you have to wait for like 3 days, 2 days, and you see the lives of those people. Like how much hard work they do in order for us to watch that 1 hour episode on National Geographic or Discovery Channel and all. So it means you are at comfort with solitude. So any of those field, you can only flourish, you can only thrive if your Ketu is strong. You nourish, you nurture solitude. And again, guys, Ketu is a different level, altogether different level. Like Saturn can also give you solitude and all, but Ketu is next level. So yes, comfort with solitude and unconventional paths. Unconventional path, guys, I hope you would have understood the gist of this discussion. Unconventional, not in a Rahu way, which is about materialism. Unconventional in a way of inner discovery, inner enlightenment. Desire to serve, heal, or reveal mysteries. Purely Ketu energy. So, desire to serve, heal, or reveal mysteries, and ability to work behind the scenes without craving for public recognition. Now, so the few of the profession. Now, I have to add this because these people will be affected when Ketu will make a move in the Leo. Spiritual teachers and gurus, astrologers and occult practitioners, healers and alternative medicine expert, researchers and scientists, monastic and charity work, work in isolation or seclusion, artistic and abstract creators, parapsychology and psychic fields, technology and cybersecurity, and pilgrimage and religious tourism management. So, guys, when we talk about Ketu, Ketu also represents extreme terrain. Like again, I was watching this story on, I guess, Al Jazeera channel or what, and like it was about the Arctic expedition and all of that, where the rare elements and all, which all the countries are now striving for. So the reporter mentioned this thing that at the end of the day, no one wants to get into a confrontation, a conflict in the Arctic, because the terrain and the weather is so extreme that it's going to be inhuman for the soldiers to be there and fight. So Ketu represents those kind of extreme terrain, extreme weather. Um, so yes, we were over here. So work in isolation or seclusion, those professions, artistic and abstract creators, parapsychology and psychic fields, technology and the cyber security. Yes, cyber security, hidden technologies, all of that is Ketu. Pilgrimage and religious tourism management also is like connected with the Ketu profession. Okay, guys. So certain remedies, guys. So which you can think about doing. Again, guys. Let me assure you this thing. Um, if you are strongly ruled by the Ketu, and when I say ruled, that means your ascendant and your moon has got more of the Ketu influence. Like for example, Ketu is placed in the first house, and your moon is placed in the Magha nakshatra, or for example your Ketu moon are conjunct. So these are certain parameters which will give more prominence and edge to the Ketu over Rahu. So okay, so remedies for you guys. Oh my god, worship of Lord Ganesha is the best thing which you can do. So worship Lord Ganesha and Surya as well, like sun god as well, for balancing ego and humility. um, yeah, because guys, you have to understand the influence of Ketu in the Leo can completely detach your sense of sanity, rational thinking, because somehow the Leo energy is connected with the ego as well. So just because whatever is happening in the world, you are taking everything as a hit to your ego. And then you're acting like a headless chicken and all. So yes, this energy is very sensitive. It's very sensitive. The remedial part will become very important. And over and above that, if you are also, Ketu is also active in the dasha and all, we will discuss that in the next slide. So then also, I generally start my day. I always start my day. I will wake up, and the very first thing which I'll put on the television, like after reciting that mantra which I learned in my palmistry classes days, Karagre Vastu Lakshmi, Kar Madhya Saraswati, Kar Mulitu Govinda Prabhate Kar Darshanam. After that chant, I straight away turn on my like television, YouTube, and Ganesh Atharv Shrish Stotram. So that chant is very powerful of Lord Ganesha. And we say for the Surya, it's like Aditya Hriday Stotram, offering water to the rising sun is a good way of channelizing the energy of the Surya as well. So, perform acts of charity without expectation of recognition. Yes, guys, that becomes very important. Don't, like these days, like you do not have to put it in the Instagram story or boast about it, tell something, like tell everyone about it. So, performs that perform acts of charity without expectation of recognition. Rather, Ketu is very secretive, hidden. Like rather, it's not only about expectation of recognition. Rather, don't even tell anyone. Practice creative self-expression like art, writing, music without attachment to fame. Because again, guys, again, Ketu is not about denial. Ketu is about relinquishing the control. Oh my God, my pronunciation, such a heavy word. I mean to say, leave the control, surrender to it, and nature automatically like put be in that. I will not say auto mode. I will say I would say divine mode, and life automatically will do a better job. Nature will do a better job than you if you will leave the worries and thinking, planning part where Ketu is operating in your chart. Chant the Ketu Beach mantra, guys, and Aditya Hriday Stotram for inner strength and divine light. Next point is, yeah, strengthen the sun in your chart if weak by offering water to the rising sun daily. Now, guys, okay, for which all people this transit will become important. So, obviously, the first point is that you are in Ketu Mahadasha Antardasha. That means this transit is important for you. Your moon nakshatra is Ashwani, Magha, or Mula. This transit is important for you. You are of 1836, most important, 48 years of the age. And I also want to add one more thing. Even if you are running age, even if your running age is like 16, 1 plus 6, 7, 25, 2 plus 5, 7, or 34, 3 plus 4, 7, then also it will be slightly important for you. But 48 years of the age is the maturity of Ketu. So that means this transit is important for you. You are in the Ketu profession. We have discussed all of that. Ketu is transiting to your first house, ninth house, 12th house, fourth house, and fifth house. So, guys, I have written this thing in a way that we say that Rahu is considered as important, strong in the third, sixth, 10th, 11th. So, if Rahu is in the third, then Ketu has to be in the ninth. If Rahu is in the sixth, Ketu will be in the 12th. So, this could be the logic over here as well. You are anticipating some major spiritual sadhana in this period. So, like for example, I that reminds me of that episode of White Lotus, the last season, where the girl wants to join a Buddhist monastery for a year course. So, yeah, something like that. So, like you're planning to undertake a major research in this period of time in 1.5 year, or you're thinking about like attending a retreat, like a long span of time, like you want to undertake any of the Ayurveda course in this duration, or like the way, for example, a lot of the people from the West, they move to India, like some of the people, even in Bharati Vidya Bhavan, they move from Russia and they undertake courses in Bharati Vidya Bhavan in Delhi and also something like that. So it's going to be important. This transit then will become important for you. Okay, guys, after this point, and all what I can say, if so far you have stayed with me, and also please like subscribe the channel, like the video, share the video. If you want to book the reading, go to the description section. And afterwards, now we will move to the customized results for all the rising signs. So, guys, starting first with our Aries friends. So, for the Aries Lagna, guys, you can see in the screen the dates of the Ketu within the Leo in the nakshatra as well. So, that goes without saying that when Ketu is going to be in its own nakshatra in the Magha, then Ketu energy is going to be working with a strong potency, strong power. But even after that as well, fifth house, guys, is a very important house of the spirituality, mantra sadhana, East upasana, past life talents. So if I were to say, for like I have mentioned this thing for in throughout this discussion, if you have not straight away come here, you have watched the rest of the video as well, which is very important, informational, that Rahu energy is balanced. Ketu is slightly sensitive, tumultuous. But if I were to say for the Aries Lagna, they both are in a perfect alignment. Whatever you want, like the best of the material world, Rahu will give you, and the best of the spiritual potential or invoking the past life talents and all, Ketu can give you. Yes, from your mental health point of view, it is sensitive. Again, a lot is dependent on the kind of yogas you have in your chart, the kind of dasha you are running through, and beyond any doubt, guys, like Aries Lagna are like very impulsive. They are the ones, they act first and they plan and think later. So if you fall in the vulnerable side of the Aries, this might be a like a red flag for you. You have to be cautious and careful. Also, in the matters of the speculation and all, you do not plan, you straight away put your money, and then later on you regret or you think about the pros and cons. So, again, a lot is dependent on. So, if I were to say the speculative part, the mental health part is on the radar. But when you talk about the spiritual potential, which Ketu can invoke for you, and the fame potential which Rahu can invoke for you, regarding this front, the Aries Lagna natives are very blessed. So, guys, the certain points which I have written for you people is that detachment from love affairs, speculative activities, and creative pursuit. So, in all these areas, there will be a single mindedness. So, this could be a case that you will attract those partners with whom you have a soul level connection, karmic connection. So, the relationship will be formed in a very quick, like with a blink of eye, and the breakup might also happen, like the judgment will be formed in a very quick span of way, like you just gone out for like couple of dates. I don't think we bond well, so the conclusion, the judgment will form in a very quick span of way. And in the speculative activities, guys, stock market, trading, planning part, you have to do that with proper thought rather than acting with impulse and rashness. And in the creative and the spiritual field, this could be the time of the blessing. um Possible disinterest in children's matters. So see, guys, see, there are like certain alignments and all. See, first of all, Ketu transiting from the fifth house, those who are like planning a pregnancy, childbirth, there might be like the way we say, again, guys, I do not want to scare you, but Ketu transiting from the fifth house, if you know astrology, you would be knowing this thing, that miscarriage and all, the tendency of that tend to remain. Again, guys, I'm a very positive astrologer, but I'm sure my audience is very knowledgeable in astrology and all, so you know that it's a kind of a probability and all, so you have to be mindful of that. But with that said, a lot of the times there are like certain yogas, guys, where any of the ancestor reborn in the family generally happens when Ketu is influencing the fifth or the ninth. So, and again, male progeny, Lal Kitab connect male progeny with the Ketu. So again, so be mindful of all these kind of possibilities. Good for the spiritual creativity, like for example, people who like are in the field of the spirituality and all, but they keep on coming up with like creative form or creative way of doing the same work. It's a very good time for the mantra siddhi beyond any doubt, and inner joy rather than external validation. Like what I've generally seen, that it's like a very perfect alignment of Rahu and Ketu. So during this time, you will not care about okay what others. Obviously, you will care because Rahu in the 11th wants the recognition, but you will not let other people's judgment stop you, affect you, or change the course. You will still stick to your plan. So that's what we can say, that the external validation will hardly deviate you from your path. Now, guys, okay, so the kind of a lesson for you is that this allows hidden talents and joys to bloom quietly as you learn to create and love for the soul's sake rather than for applause, because it will come automatically, because Rahu in the 11th will ensure that. Okay, guys, now we will move ahead for the Taurus Lagna natives. So guys, for the Taurus Lagna natives, Ketu is going to be transiting in your fourth house. So guys, the general attributes which can be attached with it are emotional withdrawal from the home, mother, and property matters. Now, that could be a different case, that this withdrawal a lot many times prove out to be in your advantage for those people who are like eyeing for any foreign settlement. You want to like relocate, and in any case, you have had that in the plan. You are already contemplating, planning for it. So Ketu can trigger that. And again, guys, like the way, for example, in the mundane astrology, all those countries where the boundaries or the borders get redesigned, like so like capturing more land, losing the land, all of that is also can be attached with it. But okay, this is not a discussion on the mundane or the country's astrology, so we will stick to our plan. So okay, the second point is, guys, inner quest for emotional independence generally happens. Like for example, again, guys, see, the thing over here is that wherever Ketu is transiting, people are striving for the soul level fulfillment rather than something which is very superficial or which is very temporary in nature. So yes, this could be a case. And again, the way Ketu works and Ketu function, it actually torments it actually torments those people more who are like trying to control and plan. Ketu is about giving away the control. So if you feel that I am in complete control and command over my relation, my domestic life, my family life, my love life, so this is not how Ketu energy work. And again, guys, like even like I forgot to mention the remedies separately, but I generally would recommend that if during this time you will inculcate that habit of a gardening kind of hobby, like you grow fruits or do some organic gardening, plantation and something in your home as well. So this is the best way of finding that peace and all, because Ketu is all about nature, guys. Ketu connects you with the nature. So, yes, and possible relocation or renovation themes. good for spiritualizing your inner peace. So again, guys, find what is working for you. Don't go by what the world is doing, what your family is doing. What might work for others might not work for you. So you have to find your own peace. You have to find your own calling. You have to find your own spiritual wisdom, mantra to live by. That's all what I can say. See, guys, fourth house is very important. See, fourth house is about, the way we say, um, the inner monologue. So again, God, the mantra is not about what you do in the 5 minutes of your prayers in the morning. Mantra is about the whole day, deep inside, in while walking around, what chattering, inner chattering or inner monologue is going on in your mind. So for example, you watched any of the law of attraction video, manifestation video, you are looking in the mirror, and for 2 minutes in the morning you are saying this thing: I'm a warrior, I'm a achiever, and rest of the day you walk around in your mind with negative thoughts: I cannot do this, it's not achievable by me. So that matters the most deep inside. Your emotional home is fourth house, and now Ketu is going to be transiting over here. So guys, yes, I would say that yes, meditation is very important for you during this time, and connecting with the nature is very important for you. And like, if it is possible for you, like, you can bring some plants, place it in the house or in the balcony, or those who do not have this provision of doing the gardening, if you do not have that provision, you do not live on the ground floor, and also you can even bring some plants and put it in your house, in the home area and all. This is typical Ketu energy. So through this detachment, you begin to cultivate a deeper inner peace that is not dependent on external circumstances. Moving ahead, guys. Now, when we talk about the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, for the Gemini, Ketu is going to be coming to your third house. So this can mean detachment from siblings, neighbors, and local social networks. So like, on and off, when people get sick and tired of too much of the screen time and they want to take a break on that. Again, I have to give reference to the White Lotus latest season, where, like, when you go to that kind of like, for spiritual kind of cleansing and all, and they take away your phones and all, and you feel relieved. Sometimes, that cutting yourself off from the social networks is prove out to be very good for our own emotional mental health. And again, guys, when we talk about with the siblings and all, Ketu is a planet of the extreme likes and dislike. So this could be a case that either there will be those unforeseen natural event, things beyond your control, which will either separate you, detach you from your siblings, or this could be something which will happen and it will bring you very close to them. So yes, those kind of things. And again, guys, like, because our videos are being watched in all locality, community and all. So if you are in a neighborhood, or you have some sort of major kind of issue with the neighbors and all, so yeah, Ketu is transiting over here. So be very mindful. Don't do deliberately something which can provoke a reaction. That's all what I can say. Courage will be spiritualized rather than aggression, or rather than being aggressive and all. And see, courage will be spiritualized. I mean to say, like, with this point, is that the real strength will come when you will surrender it to the feet of the divine, of the Almighty. That, okay, my efforts, even if it is happening in one go, or if it will take time, even if my initiatives and efforts will go futile, I leave it everything in the hands of the divinity. I accept it. I accept the outcome of my efforts as your will, as your divine will. You want it to devote it to Krishna, to Jesus, to Gautam Buddha, to Shiva, but whatever you are doing, whatever karam you are doing, the outcome of that, you are completely leaving it in the hands of the divinity, and you will accept it. You will embrace it. So, yes, guys, good for learning mystical subjects, writing spiritually, or traveling inwardly. So, traveling inwardly, I mean to say meditation and all. In the silence, however, your inner courage grows, showing you that true confidence and creativity don't always need an audience. Again, guys, it's all about Ketu, right? So, the more you will give it away, the better things will chase you. So I mean to say, whatever you're posting on the social media, and also don't be in this. Like if you have posted something good even on the social media, people say this thing that about Instagram and TikTok, that okay, the retention value in these platform is very short term. It's not like that, guys. I will give you a very small example. This movie recently which came in Bollywood, Animal. So one of the lead singer of that, which I guess sang the opening song and all. So he was a like a very good singer, Punjabi singer, like a very traditional kind of Punjabi singer and all. And the same song he sang, and it was there on the YouTube for like so many years. And the way director in one of the interviews said this thing, and it has hardly less than 1,000 views, and it has been out there in the YouTube for a while. Somehow the director, he came across the musician or that video on the YouTube, and he asked him that okay, now you have to put it down from the YouTube, we will sign you and you will sing for this mega budget movie, and see how famous he became now. The video has got millions of, like I guess more than the millions and all, so much views and all, sensation. So that's what happens. So when it's Ketu, so don't be in this mindset that whatever you are posting out, whatever work you are doing, you're monitoring, observing the stats, how many people like it, how many people are following it. Leave it in the hands of the divine, and the divine planning and the timing is always better than yours. So yeah. So yeah, guys, that's all for the Gemini. Now, when we talk about the Cancer, so for the Cancer Lagna natives or the Cancer Moon natives, so guys, Ketu is going to be transiting in your second house. So yes, detachment from the family, wealth, possession, or material comfort. So these are like some of the alignment which sometimes work in benefit for people who are planning to uh, uproot themselves or relocate to foreign country, foreign settlement, because Ketu will detach you from the family. And if you're eyeing at the same time for a foreign settlement, it might work in your advantage. Along with that, guys, this could be a time that see, for the astrologers, occult, and the spiritually connected fields, this could be the time of the blessing. Like you will have that spiritual power to give some very groundbreaking kind of prophecy and all. Whatever blessing you will give, it will work out for the people. So regarding that front, this could be the time of blessing for you. But again, it has been generally seen that during this time, guys, in the matters of the wealth, possession, or material comfort, that aspect of the life, you have to be in the surrender mode. I will not say that it is good, it is bad, you will make money or the flow of the money will be less. All what matters is that it's the nature taking care of this department now for the next 1.5 year. And again, guys, I guess that is the only reason. It's like, um, if I am right, don't quote me on this, but I have been to, like last year when I was in India for my pilgrimage and vacation and all, I went to Tirupati, Tirumala. So over there, like the local people over there, they follow this thing that a part of their income, like they ensure that they are a portion, a percentage of their income, they're keeping it aside. And once in a while, like once in a month or 2 months or 3 months, they visit that shrine and they put all of that money in the donation box. So I mean to say, okay, I'm not forcing you to do that. All what I'm saying is that don't get sick and tired and excessively worried or anxious uh, regarding the matters of the finances, inflow of the money for the next 1.5 years. Leave it in the hands of the divine, and it will do a better job than you. um, Speech may become philosophical or cryptic. See, the Saturn can make your speech very deep, like filled with practical wisdom. Ketu is different. Ketu is like Rahu and Ketu are like different world planets. So I mean to say, you might be saying something ahead of the time. It's like a prophecy. But again, people who you are talking to, they have to be on the same vibe. They have to be on the same frequency to process that. So again, whatever you are saying, there's nothing wrong in that. The problem is that your audience does not reverberate on the same frequency. Okay. And yes, be cautious, caution with the final decision, focus on minimalism and spiritual wealth. You are guided to speak with gentle sincerity and find contentment in simplicity, realizing that true wealth is more spiritual than the material. Now, guys, when we talk about for the Leo natives, so guys, for the Leo natives, whether you are a Leo ascendant or the Leo moon, so Ketu is going to be coming to your first house. So, guys, beyond any doubt, major identity shift, self reinvention, withdrawal from public image. So guys, in lot many ways this could be a time of the blessing, because let's say for example, if you have been caged in a specific prototype and you don't like that, you want to break that, this could be a golden time for you now, guys, because in your case what is happening is that um see, it's just like that the cosmos and the divine only is reinventing you. Why I'm saying that? Because when Ketu is transiting in your first house, Saturn is there in your eighth house for like next 2.5 years, but at the same time Jupiter is there in the 11th house. So only if you will surrender yourself to the divine, whatever you are doing, you're doing it as the God's work and accepting it as a God's wish, not fighting with it. Trust me, it's like you are headed in the right direction. So again, guys, for you to encash or extract anything from Ketu, so surrender has to be there. Complete conformity with the divine will has to be there. Like being spiritual is important. So then only you start to see the bigger, deeper, and the broader picture that what Ketu is doing in your life. Um, and again, guys, when we talk about the public image and the status and all, so again, it's not in your control. For the next 1.5 years, how people perceive you is not in your hands. Much better surrender to it rather than fighting with it. That's all what I can say. I'm not saying that it cannot give you power. Again, guys, when we talk about the power, so Leo is the sign of power, Magha is the sign of power, and Ketu is something where I keep on saying this thing. If Ketu is hard bent on giving you success, Ketu is not like those kind of energy and all where like other planets will give you an edge over your competitors or over your rivals, or it's not like Rahu which will conspire or poison the image of the rivals of the competitors. Ketu is so important and so powerful that for Ketu to ensure that you will win, it might even make your rival go through some natural calamity. It might even make them go through some major like this could be some heart problem, some heart attack, some major accident, or being in any victim situation, because Ketu is like nature. And I guess, guys, that is the only reason in the older times, all those shamans and the tribes, whenever they anoint someone as the leader, they used to observe the omens, like the body markings. Okay, someone who's born with a specific body marking, and how the omens are supporting this person. So that's how they used to anoint or select their leader, because they knew this thing that okay, it's the prakriti or the nature has chosen for us, so that means it will drive the whole tribe towards the success, and it will save our interest. So it means don't be in this mindset. If Ketu wants to give you something, so it's not only gonna be ensuring your success, fortifying your prospects, but it can even decimate or harm your enemies or your rivals as well. All what matters and all what is needed is give away the control and be attuned with the nature. That's all what becomes important. So yes, guys, a strong urge towards solitude, spiritual practices, and internal reflection. Ego may feel dissolved during this time, requires self-care, patience, and grounding. So yeah, see, that's the only one area where I have seen this alignment can create a problem, where if the Ketu energy is working on a lower octane, where people start um, taking everything to their ego. Anything is happening like and you are like just kind of finding yourself being targeted or racially sidelined and all. So again, this is a lower octane energy of the Ketu, where you are just in your own head. That's all what I can say. So yes, the ego will feel dissolved, so which will need nourishment through self-care, patience, grounding. And again, guys, see, look at it in this way. If Ketu is transiting from your first house, and Jupiter is transiting from your 11th house. Oh my God. There couldn't be any better time for you to have a guru in your life during this time. And whatever comes to you as an instruction or a guideline from the guru, accept it with the folded hands and just blindly follow it. That's all what I can say. Because it's a perfect alignment, guys. Like Jupiter is there in the 11th house, is the warning, is the voice, is the instruction of the religiously important people. Ketu also represents that. So that means um, nothing could be better than that. If you are a Leo person with a strong footing or blessing or a hand of a religiously, spiritually awakened person on your head, on your family, so you are blessed, because during this time the blessing and the grace will drive your life. Your efforts, your planning will will not take you anywhere. It's the blessing which will take you to the places where which you would not have even imagined. After that, okay, so yeah, this ego shedding is actually a gift, encouraging you to let go of pride and let your soul's authentic light lead the way. Now, guys, when we talk about the Virgo Lagna or the Virgo moon natives, so guys, in your case, Virgo ascendant natives, Ketu is going to be transiting in your 12th house. So, beyond any doubt, this is a kind of that channeling where your subconsciousness is very much ripe and attuned to channelize the signal from powerful spiritual cosmic forces. It's a perfect time for spiritual retreats, foreign travels, for enlightenment, deep meditation. It's a very blessed time for the Virgo Lagna natives. The moksha energy is very high, guys. So I would say that during this time, guys, whatsoever is possible in your capacity, doing charity, sacrificing things, like, for example, even if you are a doctor, so if like you can contribute certain hours for some voluntary hours or supporting any causes and something during this time will be a right way of channelizing this energy. Along with that, guys, if meditation is a part of your natural day-to-day lifestyle and all, so the kind of experiences which you will have, that will be very prophetic. um, be mindful of the dreams, the kind of dreams and the guidance which comes to you, and rely on your instincts. Like if during this time, guys, whatever is guiding you, whatever your hunches, instincts are guiding you. See, guys, Ketu is about the feel. Okay, again, it's not only about you go to bed and what you see in the dream. Like in my case, I get so many dreams. My goodness, if I will start writing a book, I can, and I will send those dream book of mine to any producer, director. A very good movie can be made on that. So I mean to say, I have even kept a dream dictionary as well in my house. No, I'm not saying that. So I mean to say, guys, for you people, it's about what you feel. The feel factor will be very important. Like, you go to places, you meet people, the kind of experiences and the sensation which you are getting, the kind of the goosebumps and the energy which you are getting from people, that will be the right indication for you. So yes, guys, in your daily lifestyle during this time, because guys, look at it in this way, it's not only the Ketu which is there in the 12th house, but even Jupiter is there in the 10th house as well. So I mean to say, see, it is like that for you people. It is very, very important for you that as a religious command, the way we say the commandments of the God and the divine is for you, that bro, whatever you are doing in your line of work, in your profession, in whichever capacity you can contribute something voluntary, some voluntary work, voluntary contribution during this time will become very important. So for example, you are a yoga teacher, you are an astrologer, you are a doctor, you are a physician, you are a tutor, you are a teacher, trainer. So in your portfolio, in your work, if you can do some like 0.5% of your work or contribute your few hours for some charitable voluntary hours contribution, this will be a right way. Because again, guys, in your case, had it been just Ketu in the 12th, it would have been an optional thing, because Jupiter is also going to be there in the 10th house. That means that has to come from your profession, from your livelihood, a part of that, as a contribution to the cosmos, that I surrender to your will. So now, guys, yeah, so good time for surrendering hidden fears and the karmic baggage as well. So leave it in the hands of the universe and all. I generally say that, again, guys, it's optional, but I personally feel that okay, there has to something which I need to contribute. For me, this could be as simple as that, feeding the birds or the pigeons and all. So in whichever capacity you can feed the nature, it will be very important for you. So by releasing the attachments to the possession and worldly distraction, you can hear the subtle spiritual insight and find serenity in the unseen. And again, guys, see, look at it in this way that whenever Ketu is transiting from the 12th house, so do not make fuss of those things which nature wants to remove from your life, like the expenses and the losses, whatever is happening in your case. Again, guys, look at it in this way. That's what we say in Hinduism, in our Hindu, like, Brahmin Hindu families and all. We always say that okay, if you will make your livelihood, you will make money from good reasons, from the good sources. Your money will be spent, whatever less you are earning, it will be spent in those things which will bring happiness in the family. If you will compare the same with people who make money via giving pain, suffering to the people, to the society, community, in majority of the cases, the money which comes to them, it goes to the hospital, paying for the diseases, paying for the lawyer dispute fees and all. So that money never brings, what do you call that, prosperity in your life. So what I'm trying to say over here is that even if God forbid something, sudden expense happened, something happened, so it means nature is taking away things from you which needs to be getting rid of, that's all what I can say. See, guys, I'll tell you in short, then we will move to the next rising sign. In my case, like when I was like last year, I was in India. I did immediate after landing there. I did back to back pilgrimage, like Char Dham Yatra, like Kedarnath, Yamunotri, Gangotri, Badrinath, and I went to Tirumala and Tirupati Balaji. I was so hopeful, and the biggest scam of my life happened immediate after that. I was like riding so high that okay, now I have gained so much blessing, nothing wrong can happen. And the biggest scam which happened to me in Mumbai regarding that Bollywood big scam, like I'm a middle class person, it was a big amount of money for me. So it happened over right immediate after that. So again, for a regular person, this might be a case that you will start blaming that okay, all of that is a charade, nothing happens, all of that is just all of that is fake, nothing is of that benefit of the pilgrimage. But again, it was for aligning my path for something which is meant for me. And the way in the whole circumstances, even when that scam happened and also just like that, there was something which was not rightfully mine, or this could be a karmic balancing and the cleansing as well. That again, I would say it's much better that if something rightfully does not belong to me, it's meant to go away, that it happened like that, rather than being hospitalized, paying a fine to the doctor, going through all those excruciating pain of defamation, court case, lawsuit, hassle, and all. So, whatever was supposed to happen, it happened in one strike, and now my karmic books are balanced. So, again, guys, the summary for the Virgo natives, which I have to give is that even if some expenses, losses, something is happening, if and when Ketu energy is operating in your 12th house, it is for your good. Don't mull over it. Don't make a fuss out of it. Don't exaggerate the pain, losses, suffering. It is for your good. That's all what I can say. Again, Rahu in the 12th house gives those expense which are unhealthy in nature. Ketu in the 12th house, it gives all those expenses and losses which are important for our soul evolvement and all. So, yes, guys, I guess the last line we have already read. So, by releasing the attachment to possession and worldly distraction, you can hear subtle spiritual insight and find the serenity in the unseen. Now, guys, when we talk about the Libra natives, so for the Libra people, guys, Ketu is going to be transiting in your 11th house. So, the very first thing is that detachment from the large social circles, less interest in the mass popularity. Now, again, guys, don't be in this mindset. People have a wrong way of looking at Ketu, that Ketu denies. Ketu does not deny. It just only wants you to surrender to the divine will. And Ketu wants you to leave your human level planning, let the divine plan things for you. So that means the more you will be getting obsessed about your social acceptance, the more people will be creating, and the groups and the communities will be creating problem for you. The more you will be with that, okay, nonchalant is not the right word. I would say detached mindset where it does not affect you. Like, let's say, for example, whatever way people in the group, in the communities are treating you, it stops, it has stopped bothering you. The more they will crave for you, the more they will be, you will become irresistible for them. That's all what I'm trying to say. And again, guys, the mass popularity, the kind of popularity which Ketu gives. If you have watched this whole discussion, Rahu is about, if you are being controlled by Rahu, guys, you have to do the marketing. You have to promote yourself. If you are being governed more strongly by Ketu, your tribe, your patrons, your clients, your audience will find you. You do not have to go anywhere. They will automatically come to you. So, yes, the second point is gains may reduce, but inner gains will increase. So, yes, soul level fulfillment and all will happen. And again, guys, I also want to say over here that this is a kind of a alignment for the Libra Lagna natives, over where the with the blessing and kripa, lot many work will happen in your case, guys. So, in a way that this could be a case, again, guys, I do not know how much, what is your frequency when it comes down to spirituality, but again, when we look at those cases where, irrespective of the fact, having people like very less income, and they ended up building homes, building big businesses and all, and those people who are like making some good amount of money, they end up living their life as a tenant in the rental places only. I mean to say, these and those kind of people, irrespective of being so good looking and all, and having all the good traits in their character, they're still not able to get married. And they're like those who get married on time, people who are craving for childbirth, nothing is happening. So they are like those aspects in the life where blessing and the kripa works, whether you accept it or not. And if you're not accepting it, so that means you still have to evolve and understand this, the way the cosmos work, the secret functioning of the universe. After a certain point, guys, our human will and planning has to surrender, and the divine will, the will of the nature, cosmo, whatever you call it god, you call it nature, you call it cosmo, cosmic intelligent, whatever you call it, so that works. And in your case, you are in that perfect alignment. Why? Because Jupiter is going to be transiting in your ninth house, and Ketu is transiting in your 11th house. So all what I can say, guys, in your case, those events which are struck because of the kripa, those lifetime works which are struck for long because of the blessing or the kripa, so I would say this could be the time when you can witness those events. This could be those lifetime events. And money comes and go, but I would say that you're not being able to get married, or childbirth, foreign settlement, or something which is long struck. So during this time, and again, guys, again, let me be very clear, it is not gonna be happening because of your what do you call that, because of your human level planning. So for example, it's not like that I mentioned this thing, so if you have been single for long, being a Libra, so okay, now I have to start taking the subscription of all the matchmaking things, start putting out the word. No, I mean to say, leave the control. That's what I'm trying to tell you, because had it been in your human will or human planning, it would have happened so far. I mean to say, this is the time when the blessing and the grace will drive your life's vehicle. So let the God, let the Krishna, let the Jesus, let the Allah drive your vehicle of your life. That's what I'm trying to say. And again, guys, yeah, it's like any of the religious austerity during. See, you are in a very blessed time, guys. I don't say like this. I'm a very cool kind of astrologer. I do not say this thing for every time and for all the signs, but you are in this time period that being religious, being spiritual for the next 1 year will pay you. You will see the result of that. Like there are like those times when, see, the thing is, sometimes for certain people this is a part of their nature. So for me, it hardly matters like how my life has been. I have been religious, and that was unconditional. That does not come with any of the clause and the attached fruits that, okay, if this will happen, my faith will be more strong and all. And even those situations, circumstances when I have been in some difficult phases, but it hasn't done anything. It's like, for me, my prayers, my faith is like as important as breathing. Not important, as natural. It's as natural as breathing, drinking, or eating food and all. So I mean to say, for you people, but during this time you are in such a rare kind of yoga that any of the religious discipline, prayers, or austerity will give result. You will see it happening right in front of you. So any chanting, any austerities which you will embrace during this time, you will see it giving you result very visible. It is going to be very apparent, very quick, and very visible. And again, guys, whatever I'm saying, it's all with the logic which I'm also providing it to you. So with proper logic, I'm telling you that. So yes, I guess the last point is, so we have, yeah, gains may reduce, but inner gains will increase. We read that line. Favorable for joining spiritual communities or group based on higher purpose. Yes. So during this time, guys, let's say for example, I guess, like, with institutions like Art of Living, uh, Sadhguru's Foundation, and see, based on your faith, based, and see, again, it's Ketu. It's Ketu. Does not have to be only with the religion and the gods. Like, for example, you feel very strongly about the water conservation, about the ocean, about the animals, about any of those things. So it's a good time to join any of those. This could be spiritual community or any of the group based on the higher purpose. So again, see again, guys. Yeah. So that's all what I can say. And but just avoid anything which is very radical, which is very fundamentalist and all. So avoid that, because again, Jupiter is in the ninth house. It's in the Gemini. So Jupiter is not asking you to harm something. And even Ketu is not in any of the military kind of sign, like of the sign of the Mars. So it has not to do with the radical way of radical view, like people and the communities and the organization which have got a very radical kind of threatening kind of view. I'm not talking about those kind of organization. I'm talking about just the well-being of the nature, communities, and all those kind of institutions, organization, or the causes. And lastly, guys, so this teaches you to let go of the need for external approval, helping you find fulfillment in solitude and more authentic aspirations. Moving ahead, guys. Now, when we talk about the Scorpio, so for our Scorpio friends, so guys, for the Scorpio ascendant, Ketu is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So that means your public image, your reputation, what you do for the livelihood now is in the mercy of the nature of the cosmos. So there could be disillusionment from worldly status and public recognition. So again, guys, this could be a case that wherever Ketu is transiting, just give away the control, because your human planning, your human mind has a range and a limits, and divine and the nature cosmos does not have any range. And guys, if you have watched the rest of the discussion where I have already mentioned this thing, Ketu, when Ketu is hard bent on giving you attainment, position, power, and all, it will even decimate all of your opposition and the rivals and all. It's like a divine shield which is protecting you behind your back. You do not even know that it's like a guardian angel who's working behind your back and safeguarding your interest. So, but yes, guys, for the people with a who are vibrating on a lower octane of the energy of the Ketu, you're not very spiritually aligned. This could bring disillusionment from the worldly status and all. Career path may undergo sudden shift towards something more meaningful or humanitarian. Now, guys, in your case, just because uh, why I'm saying this thing, because I'm making a blend of both Ketu and the Jupiter as well. So during this time, for a major portion of the time, the overlap is happening, that whatever uh, transformation Ketu will be doing in your 10th house, at the same time Jupiter is also transiting from your 8th house. So that means all these transformation looks like to be very healthy and much needed in your life. So yes, guys, that's all what I can say. So if you're also running a dasha, which also is promising in a same direction. So all these shift in your career will be very wholesome, will be very healthy. That's all what I can say. So ideal for pursuing work that serves a greater good. So guys, instead of chasing accolades, you are guided towards quiet, meaningful work aligned with your true calling, finding purpose without the need for praise. So, yes, guys, don't be surprised if during this time suddenly like some position comes to you, and with the change of the scenario, change of the environment, you will reach a place. After reaching there, you will get to know, oh my God, I did not even know I could be a good public speaker. Oh, I did not know I could be good in the calculation. I did not know I could be good in the counseling. So, again, guys, deep inside your soul and the nature and the cosmos knows much better than you or your limited mind. That's all what I can say. Just give the control to the nature or the cosmos. Now, guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius, Lagna or the moon sign natives, so guys, in your case, Ketu is going to be transiting in your ninth house. So, guys, the thing is, the general attributes which I have written over here is that spiritual transformation through letting go of rigid beliefs, guru figure, or religious dogma. So, guys, this is kind of a good alignment for you because we say this thing that wherever Ketu is transiting in our chart, the blessing and the grace and our capacity to kind of decode that soul purpose which is meant for us, deeper secret functioning of the universe, to decode, extract all of that is connected with where Ketu is operating in your life right now. Again, guys, do not look at Ketu in a way that Ketu does not deny. Ketu just deny. Okay, again, Ketu deny, but it deny you of your human planning. It says, let me take care of you. Let nature take care of you. Let the vehicle of your life, like based on your faith, it's the Krishna, Allah, Guru, or Jesus. Let me drive your vehicle. And guys, in your case, it is actually in a perfect alignment. And again, guys, because during the same time, your ascendant lord or the moon sign lord, Jupiter, is going to be transiting in your seventh house. So, guys, I'm telling you, in the matters of the marriage, like this could be the blessing of your guru, ancestors, or the nature cosmos. Right set of people will enter in your life. This is actually a very very blessed time where I have been saying this thing. Ketu is connected with the kripa as well, with the blessing as well. So like let's say for example, any part of your life is kind of obstructed or blocked, and because of which, like irrespective of being a eligible candidate for marriage, it's not happening, or business is not progressing, your immigration status is in a doldrum. So I would say that if you are in any of those kind of situation, so during this time, because of the blessing and the grace, things will work for you. This could be in the matters of the marriage, more opportunities. And again, guys, it's like divinity and the cosmos, luck will keep on sending right set of people in your life. Like the strange encounters which you will have, it will be like suddenly that there is a term we say serendipity, accidental discovery of the fortune. So that's how things are going to be happening for you. So again, guys, more than planning your human mind, see, if I were to give you the mool mantra, one of the first thing is that being consistent with your prayers, being consistent with your prayers and the religious austerity. Second point, in your daily lifestyle, there has to be something which connects you with the nature. It's like this could be as simple as watering the plants. This could be as simple as that feed, if you live in India, feeding the cows or feeding the birds. So, and third thing is that like just leaving things in the hand of the divine planning. The divine plan or the cosmic plan is going to be much more better for you than your limited mind and the limited mind's planning. That's all what I can say. Omens will guide you a lot, guys, during these days, during these times when Ketu is going to be transiting in your ninth house. So, guys, and again, guys, if you have any guru, any kind of any guru, any teacher in your life and all, so I would say that like, it's like, be receptive to the wisdom which will come to you through your guru's instruction. That's all what I can say. So yes, spiritual transformation through letting go of the rigid belief, and the spiritual transformation will also come through guru figures and all, or this could be a religious dogma as well. Yeah, Ketu and Saturn, whenever they're like transiting from the ninth house or the second house, they can make us very, like, dogmatic and very orthodox and very conservative, very traditional and all can be seen with that. Travel for the higher learning or spiritual purposes indicated. So yes, guys, during this time again, I have been saying this thing with Ketu, and especially guys, it's the Ketu Leo, Ketu Leo. So it's not only about the Kul Devata, your like pilgrimage, long distance travel, but also I would say that any of the higher purpose regarding which, like the way, for example, I guess there have been those many people who have like for a cause. I guess in Canada there is one guy who did a whole marathon kind of thing. I guess it's Terry Fox. Oh, okay, don't quote me on that, guys. I still have to Google it, search it. So those people who have for a cause, he has done a marathon. Some people have cycled. They did this 200 miles bicycle thing ride to spread a cause about the woman empowerment, about this thing wrong, or the ocean conservation and all. So something like that. So with Jupiter in the seventh and Ketu in the ninth, so divine and the cosmos will guide you if you are like gonna take that path, that route. So any of the travel for the higher learning, spiritual purpose, pilgrimages, and those kind of causes which I mentioned will be very um fulfilling for your soul and all. And again, guys, the kind of fame and the recognition which comes from these planets like Saturn and Ketu, it's like you retain that not only in this life but for many lifetimes. With Rahu, things always fluctuate. Planet like Saturn, it has a say over our life and all our karmas and all. But again, Ketu is like Ketu, with Ketu it's like your soul carries it from multiple life and all. So that kind of fulfillment, and where you assure your chances of that good merit which will stick to your soul can be attached with it. And again, guys, with Ketu, it has got everything to do with doing it with a detached and not being worried about how you will be perceived. So if you will let go of the prospects of the fame, recognition, reputation, the more cosmos will start giving you in a bountiful way. So yes, and a deep philosophical shift are very likely. Are It's like very strong chances for that as well. And again, guys, for pursuing any of like those people who are like right now pursuing the PhDs, who are like doing any of the course for the Ayurveda, for the therapy, you are training to become a therapist and all. So it's a very good time during this time. So this pushes you to seek your own truth, letting personal experience and wisdom shape your spiritual journey instead of relying on the borrowed belief. So yes, find your own truth during this time. Now, guys, when we talk about the Capricorn Lagna or the Capricorn moon sign, so guys, in your case, um, Ketu is going to be transiting in your eighth house. So, guys, that in itself tells about a very, very strong psychic and mystical energy which will be surrounding you during this time. So, again, guys, like the way we say that, it's like, all those kind of those horror movie they show that you use that Oja board or you did a reading tarot thing and you invoke the spirit. So that is the kind of churning. So again, I'm just joking with that example, but I'm trying to say that yes, you have this capacity. Because guys, if you remember like all those even in the Shastras and in the older times, all those awakened rishi and the guru, they used to carry that kamandal and the holy water with them. And whenever they used to give any blessing or put any curse, they used to take that water in their hand, put that mantra, and then they used to cast the spell or blessing or curse and all. So I mean to say, when Ketu is transiting from your eighth house, you have that capacity that you can churn out those forces. Guys, Ketu in the 12th is different from Ketu in the 8th. Ketu in the 12th does not give you any hold. does not give you any control, any command, any power over anything. Nature takes care of everything. Nature takes away whatever is left of yours, any of the planning part, any of your like strategy or control. Nature takes away everything. And once you understand the code and you leave the control, nature takes care of you. But with Ketu in the eighth house is a very ritualistic house. That is the reason astrology, the calculation part, the research part is connected with the eighth house. 12th house can give you all those things without much of the efforts. Your soul has already earned it, or the nature sees you as a good fit. That, okay, this is a person in whose hand, if I will give that spiritual power, or the nature says that and think that if I will share my secret with this person, through him the whole collective and the humanity will get benefited. Well, let me share this secret with this person. It will not go in vain, it will not get wasted. But when we talk about eighth house, it's like a very ritualistic kind of house. So I mean to say, if you're like an astrologer and you follow all that ritual and all, so those people will get benefited during this time. If you have earned it, or you are ready and willing to earn it, Ketu will grant you. So strong psychic and mystical energy for sure for the next 1.5 years. And again, guys, it's not Ketu in Scorpio, it's Ketu in Leo. So this could be a case that if any of the uh, like if you're an astrologer, you gave any prediction and that actually gave you or made you a household name. Or this could be a case that any of the rich affluent client came to you and any of the prediction made by you or given by you changed the fortune and life of that person, and now that person is like, your regular client or ready and willing to do anything to support you. So this is what I'm trying to say. So it's a very strong psychic and mystical energy. Occult interest may also increase, guys. Need to manage fears and anxiety. Yes, if in your natal chart your moon is afflicted, so this could be a matter of the concern. And guys, in your case, your moon is the seventh lord as well. So yes, be very mindful of that. And again, guys, because see, Ketu's transiting from your eighth house in the zodiac sign ruled by the sun. So yes, this could be a case that with the authorities, guys, there's going to be kind of a very love and hate kind of experiences which the Capricorn Lagna native will go through in the next 1.5 year. So with your bosses, with the authority figures, this is going to be a very love and hate kind of relation. So yes, be very willing and ready how to deal with that. Transformational experiences will intensify but will ultimately liberate the soul. Now, guys, the encapsulated summary for you people is that by surrendering the control and embracing the change, you undergo a profound inner rebirth, learning to trust the unknown with strength and the grace, and the answers will be revealed to you. Now, guys, when we talk about the Aquarius, so whether you are Aquarius like rising or you are Aquarius moon, so guys, the good part in your case is that yes, you have hosted Saturn over here for the past 2.5 years, and whatever Saturn would have done for you, now is the time to reap the reward of that. In terms of the expansion, growth, and that sort of attention limelight will come to you. uh, like lot many people will be curious and interested in you. So guys, okay, so the probable outcome, so detachment, Ketu is coming to your seventh house. Detachment from the partnership or karmic lesson through relationship. Now guys, look at it in this way. I never say that Ketu is about denial. Ketu is about denial of your planning, of your free will. If you will let nature take control of things, you will see that your limited human mind's planning, how small and trivial it is in front of the nature's planning, in front of the cosmic planning. So that is, and that will become very important. See, in certain cases, yes. See, the thing is, guys, in your case, because I always say that whatever. planet is transiting to your ascendant or the moon, that has got a major say. So let's say, for example, if you're an Aquarius ascendant, so beyond any doubt, Rahu is going to be transiting from your first house. So that means, yes, Rahu is going to have a major say. But let's say, for example, if you're watching this video from the Aquarius, like, okay, sorry, let me clarify over here. So again, a lot is dependent on what's your rising sign or your moon sign. So if you're watching this video from Aquarius ascendant point of view, so that means like Rahu is going right over there from your first house. So that means Rahu might have a major impact. But if you're watching from the Aquarius moon point of view, so then guys, I would say that yes, the Ketu energy will still have a say. So again, guys, so I would say over here that many people will feel distant from the spouse or partners unless consciously worked on. So that will become very important during this time. It's a good time for developing independence within the relationship. So again, guys, just relinquish the control. And again, guys, because Ketu is going to be transiting from your seventh house as well, right? So you will experience that whether you like it or not, whether you were looking for it or not. But strangely, because guys, see, the thing is, Rahu Ketu axis is like always a axis of like where there is a major karmic shift which happens in our life. So in a way, this is going to be the time when you will see that very spiritually awakened and aligned people will be entering in your life when you will not be even looking for them. So this could be a case that you joined a gym, you just casually started interacting with someone and you got to know that, okay, this person is a very profound astrologer, or this person has done some very important courses, spirituality, connected to spirituality, or this person hold license for a lot of the research and all. So this is what is going to be happening for you. Seventh house, I always say this thing that seventh house is about our public encounters, the mass trend and all. So Ketu energy going over there. So yes, you will experience these kind of people who will be vibrating or reverberating with this kind of energy. Now, guys, the summary for you people is that ultimately this teaches you to release ego in your relationship and practice unconditional love, forging deeper, more genuine bonds without clinging or fear. So let's say, for example, if the relationship of yours has been tied up only because of the fear of insecurities for the society, for all the basic society generated rules and all, then you might face a discord over there, because Ketu craves for the soul level connection, soul level deep attachment and all. So yes, guys, that's all what I can say. If I were to say for the Aquarius Lagna, yes, purely the seventh house of the marriage partnership, that means the life will bring many changes, the physical, tangible changes in your life, which whether you will like it or not, but life will transform. Life will take a turn. And this is something which is coming straight from the cosmos, perfectly as per the divine and the cosmic plan. If Aquarius is your moon sign, so that means your mental approach, mindset, or the way you perceive and the look at things regarding self and the way you see the world or people you are in partnership with or your spouse, that will transform. So mental transformation will happen. And if Aquarius is your ascendant, the actual physical transformation will happen. Now, guys, and lastly, when we talk about the Pisces Lagna or the moon sign natives. So, guys, in your case, the Ketu energy falls in your sixth house. So, this is the house of the our daily life. So, what we can experience and witness spiritualization of the daily work and service. Health needs attention, focus on the holistic and the alternative healing. So let's say, for example, if you're already working as a, like, you have a yoga studio, or you aspire to open up a yoga studio, or you are a like a therapist working as a therapist, and all. So this could be a good time for you. a time of success, recognition, where nature, the cosmos will plan and things will start falling in the line and dots will start getting connected and you will see the result of that. So, yes, guys, when we talk about the health related matters, so certain things, guys, because the general perception of people and the world with the sixth house is that they say in Hindi, there is a saying that Rog Ripu Ran. Rog means your health diseases, Ripu means the enemies, and the debt or the credit. So I would say, guys, Ketu coming over here. So, first of all, in this matter, you don't have to stress yourself out. Leave things in the hand of the cosmos. When we talk about the health, we say that the Ayurvedic, herbal, alternative healing, those things and those cure work much more strongly. Comparing it with the traditional, like comparing the traditional medicine with the English and all the allopathy, all those drugstore medicine. So more than that, the alternative healing and the herbs works much more strongly. In the matters of the your enemies and all, again, guys, you don't put your mind into the planning part or how to counter that. Leave it in the hands of the divine. Be as or be in that surrender mode, like, okay, like, the way the Arjun did in the Mahabharat, where on one end, if you will put your mind and brain into it, the rival side, the Kauravas were like they were undefeatable because of the kind of power their army had. But all what Arjun had was, all what Pandavas they had were Lord Krishna. So that is what needed in the matters of the competition, divine surrender. That is what is needed while dealing with any of the competitive kind of situation. And guys, when we talk about the concerns of the credit and the loans and all, along with that, the job related circumstances and all, guys, my sincere recommendation to the Pisces Lagna native is that this is not a good energy to like, what do you call that, uh like force any of those changes in your job. Like, for example, just because you're not very happy and you're being hopeful that, okay, if I will leave this job over here, I have my other work going on, I will manage it well. Or there is a friend of mine, she gave her a word, she is very confident that if I will leave the job over here, she will retain me in her team, or she will give me a job. Or in LinkedIn, and I'm talking to someone, that person is taking interest in my profile, I will be able to find a job. No, guys, when Ketu is transiting from the sixth house, it is not at all a very healthy decision to like think about sabbatical or leave the job and all, because if you will leave, there's a high possibility that you are going to be in between job or out of the work for long. So much better the way things are in your daily life, let it be like that, especially the job and all, especially for people who are like in service in job and all. That's all what I want to say regarding the debts and the credit, guys. Don't stress too much about it. It's just like that, leave it in the hands of the cosmos and all, because again, guys, I want to say it over here because the thing is, the more you crave for it, if the nature and the cosmos is planning that during this time you're going to have less money in your hand at the end of the month. So the problem is that if you will go against it, you will start overworking or overstressing yourself. And even if you will take up two jobs, three jobs, the rest of the money will still be spent on things which are going to be where you will end up like either like losing money or spending money on things which were not needed or in the health and all. So if cosmos is like planning things in a way that at the end of the month, this is the only amount of money which will be left with you, so much better do not fight with it. That's what I'm saying, because Ketu is going from your sixth house, right? So don't, especially in the material things, leave it in their way. Because again, guys, the problem with the sixth house is that um, if it is not working out in a right, efficient way, it can be a matter of concern. Like enemies could be a headache, or health could be a matter of concern, or the credit and all could be a concern. Our co-workers could be a matter of concern. So much better leave it in the way they are, especially the material part. For the health related and all, so herbal, traditional alternative medicine will be much more suited for you. And especially Those who are working as an astrologer, you run and you own any of the yoga studios and all, it's going to be a good time for you beyond any doubt, because you work in purely in the domain of the Ketu energy only. So, guys, the last point for you is that you are inspired to serve others with humility and care for yourself without pride, finding spiritual growth through selfless action and healing. So, the more you will be with this mindset, the more fame and recognition will come to you. And again, guys, the recognition will come because of how dutiful you are, how service oriented you are, and the more the recognition will come to you. With Ketu will not give you anything if you are chasing it. It will only give when you will stop looking for it and you will let the divine and the cosmos plan things for you. So, yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. Once again, guys, thanks a lot for watching this video. And for further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Thank you, guys.